Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard. So today we're going to discuss the mole. And the reason we're going to discuss that little critter is because last night we got a phone call from our daughter-in-law who she works in Lafayette, and that's about an hour away from where we're at. So she needed us to come and pick her up last night. So we took off about, what time was it? It was probably around 11 or 12 o'clock last night. We took off to go pick her up. And on the way there, we have to drive down some dirt roads and some very country roads. Well, as we were driving down a particular section of the road, I saw what I thought to be a large rat in the middle of the road just laying there. My wife thought that it was possibly a turtle. Well, come to find out, because I stopped. It was sitting in the middle of the road. It wasn't really doing anything, and I'm just curious about stuff like that. It was middle of the night, dirt road, out in the country. Turned on my flashers, got out, and it was a mole. It was dead. A dead mole. Anyway, so I decided that we would kind of look into the magic of moles and see what we could find. And about the only thing I found was it's associated with faith. Now, got some notes here. It says that to live by faith and not what your eyes see. To live without any doubt. To believe in your instincts. To trust your heart and not your head. To confirm, it's also a confirmation of what you believe and the spiritual path that you're on. Now there's also a shadow side or a darker side to it, which indicates that you may be taking higher powers for granted. Now that's basically what I found about the mole on a magical aspect. Now, being that it was dead, I didn't do any harm to it, and I just think that a mole skull and mole bones would be kind of cool to add to my collection. So we are going to skin this little critter, then we're going to take him out in the woods somewhere, and we're going to bury the rest of it, not the skin. I'm going to keep that, and we're going to let it sit for however long until I decide to dig it up and hopefully get a mole skull. So let's get that going. Oh, by the way, if you don't want to see a dead animal and you don't want to see a dead animal skinned, stop watching this video right now, because I'm going to film it. And there we go. Now, dude, this mole skin is very soft. Holy cow. Super soft. So what I'm going to use is this X-Acto knife set that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm simply just going to, hopefully without any incident, they got some pretty sharp looking teeth. Holy cow. There we go. And take a look at this. Look at those teeth. Holy cow. Dude, those things are sharp looking. Look at those fangs. Whew. Wow. Alright, so here we go. It separates really easy. Of course, the part here where it apparently got hit, it's kind of gross. There we go. I may not get a very good skull, but I am going to get its claws and possibly its teeth. Bingo. So here's the moleskin. We'll stretch that and dry it. We'll do that here in a minute. I'm going to take this little plastic cup, add some salt to it. Put my jaw piece in there. More salt. One of its front feet. More salt. Its other foot. More salt. And it's just going to sit there. Now, let's clean off that hide. Alright, well, as you can see, there's a bunch of bees flying around. They don't want to go away. I can't find the small hammer, so I'm going to have to use this one. I have a block of wood. I have some small nails that came in a pack, I think, that came from the Dollar Tree. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. I've washed off the hide. Well, the flies are bothering me. So the hide has been washed off okay. I'm going to leave it sitting here. I'll let the bees kind of play over there a little bit. Let's get a shot of that. That'll be fun. There you go. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a layer of salt down on this on this, there we go. Put a little bit of salt down on this board. Let's use this side. Just a little bit, just for the bottom, to draw any moisture that's going to happen, which is going to happen. And then I'm just going to stretch this hide on here and tack it down. So let's start down here with the rump. Stretch it pretty decently. I may have to pull that one up. There we go. So we're just going to tack this down the best I can here without causing too much. There we go. The bees are just going nuts, aren't they? I'm trying to stay out of their way. Oops, that didn't go in good enough. They're flying around me so closely I can actually feel the breeze of them when they when they come by. Come on guys, move just for a few minutes. Come on. Getting angry. Alright, and then we have the head. There. One more. Let's pull that up here and tap that in. There we go. Let's stick one more over here. There we go. So we've got it tacked down now. So you can see that it's nicely tacked down and somewhat stretched to a good amount. I'm going to clean up a little bit. I'm going to let those bees kind of do their thing for a few. And then I'm going to, after I clean up, I'm going to go ahead and salt that. And as a matter of fact, I think I better do that right now. I don't want to. Well, yeah, I'm going to let the bees have a little bit of playtime there. Let them collect up as much food as they can. Don't want to stop them from having a meal. So let's get this stuff cleaned up and I'll get back with you in a minute. Okay, the bees have had plenty of time to get what they need. It's time for me to salt this bad boy up. So I just don't want to tan it right now to get it all done. It shouldn't take a whole long time to do, really. All I'd really have to do is coat it with a little bit of egg and just work it until it softens up. But I'm just going to right now, just going to throw salt on it. Probably tick off the bees because now they can't get to their food. Anyways, there we go. We're just gonna salt the bejeebas out of this thing and just let it sit.